gente, vamos a darle al tercer episodio de la leyenda de Batman de Telltale. Edición clásica, la de sombras es una mierda. Vamos por el episodio ya nos hemos pasado el 1. Caña al mono. Caña al monito. Vamos a ver aquí en el móvil.
Revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. When this whole thing starts.
Aquí un pequeño resumen de lo que pasó en el episodio 1.
Mr. Wayne, thank you for opening your house to us. Together, we will change Gotham. Harvey Dent, Gotham's next mayor, and eager to know you.
Vicky Vale, not interested, and reporter for the Gotham Gazette. Carmine Falcone? Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
Your father knew which hands to shake.
Aquí es verdad, en el final del episodio 1 descubrimos que el padre de Bruce también estaba en la mafia. Vamos a tomar arañazo en la cara.
This is Selina.
How many?
I'd have to count the pieces. Falcone's calling card.
The chemicals.
Vamos.
Where are they? We're all being played here, including you. Where's the money? It's the Waynes. Well, the Waynes are the biggest gangsters in Gotham.
Ya está Alfred y no nos ha dicho nothing de plastic. Vamos a echarle una bronca ahora. Que sí, pesadillas. Bueno, ya hemos encarcelado a Falcone. Ya un criminal menos en las calles.
You don't have to do this. Only you now, Master Bruce.
Thomas and Martha Wayne.
I thought I might find you here. The news was upsetting for both of us. But you should see this.
A ver qué nos enseñas el
I know
frío.
you come here for solitude, Bruce. More allegations about his ties to the underworld. This isn't going away. It's all so public and messy.
People are throwing stones at my family, Alfred. I need to understand why.
It's my family too. Don't forget that. I've been dreading this day for nearly 2 decades.
Es verdad que tiene 25 años, creo, Batman aquí.
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
The truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce. You can't amass that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises. It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you.
You kept their secrets for them.
I'm trying to help you understand.
Then try harder!
Hill greased the wheels of politics. Falcone was the muscle. Thomas legitimized the whole enterprise with his name.
Ah, también
Your
estaba el
father,
alcalde.
Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners.
Serán los tres.
Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
You knew all that, and you never let on.
You're behaving like I was part of the conspiracy. I want you to know I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore. But then they were killed, and you were all alone. And I just couldn't walk out the door.
Un buen
Everything
tipo
I
el
did,
Alfred.
everything I've ever done was out of love for you. I hope you can forgive me.
Claro que le vamos a perdonar.
How could I hold this against you? You're all I've got, Alfred.
Thank you. I won't let you down again. This is the first time I've been back here since that night. When the police called me to collect you, I thought they'd finally arrested your father. I couldn't believe a low-life thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne. He was simply too well known. Too big. Yet, there it was.
Pues cuidado, habría tenido.
If my father was that deep in crime, he would have had enemies.
Well, it's a fair assumption. You don't think? You always said it was a simple mugging. In 20 years, you've never wavered from that story.
I can recall every moment of that night in vivid detail. But maybe that's wrong.
Sometimes we block out things we don't want to face.
Maybe there was some
No me hagas
detail
recordar.
I overlooked.
No. A ver, ya vamos a mirar. Aquí, pared, callejón, mira, a ver.
I want him standing here, right now.
And what would the Batman do with his own parents' killer? The possibilities are frightening.
I wouldn't trust myself around him.
Batman doesn't kill.
That's why I wouldn't trust myself.
He was stabbed to death in prison. No one mourns for Joe Chill, Bruce.
A ver qué vamos a mirar. Miramos el graffiti. Que también como os metéis por ahí.
He just wanted to protect us.
He thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
I always wanted to be brave, just like him.
And you are. He would be so proud to see that you took a different path.
Un gran tío, Thomas Wayne también. Vamos a mirar el cine. Hamilton Hill.
I love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater.
¿Qué película era?
How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
I never knew that. She was always so good to me.
¿Qué más podemos visualizar?
Where exactly does the memory end?
With my father pleading, "You don't have to do this." And the gunfires.
And after that? There are considerable gaps in that recollection.
Maybe. Do I really want to know?
Venga, vamos a ver qué más había. Seguro que aquí, a ver, no. ¿Qué vamos a hacer? Bueno, andar para adelante, ¿no? Vale. ¿Qué pancha, qué pancha?
Stay back. Nothing personal, just business.
Es un solo negocio.
You don't have to do this.
No, en la cabeza no. Adiós. En el ojo. Mata a la madre. Pero no ha roto el collar de perlas. Ahí está el collar de perlas, ¿no? Pero tiene que romperse, eso es mítico.
Bruce, are you all right?
It wasn't a mugging. They were assassinated. And Carmine Falcone knows
Vamos a
why.
preguntarle, que ahora lo tenemos encerrado. Batmillan de Telltale Series. Y se fue a la quiebra. Una raya cuando va tan lento y te cuesta tanto cargar. Joder, le mete un empujón a estos dos. ¿Qué se cree la
Getting you in to
policía
see
esa?
Falcone like this? I don't have to tell you how many rules we're breaking. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm always here for you, but this could land us both in hot water. I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant. This better not come back to bite us.
Look, I get that, Harv, okay? And it means a lot to me.
I know it does, Bruce. It doesn't make it any easier. The last time we brushed shoulders with Falcone, the press made us pay. At least tell me what this is about. Look, I'm all for blind support, but I should at least know what I'm getting myself into.
This is a personal matter, Harvey.
Fine, don't tell me. But I hope none of this comes back to bite us. I don't want headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
Gentlemen, we finally put Falcone in his cage. Now, thanks to the information you gave me, Bruce, he won't ever get out.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Information? What information?
Oh, well, I assumed you knew. I was going to contact your office first thing, but everything's been a little busy.
I gave him some evidence against Falcone.
More like a catalog of his entire criminal empire. It's a case that'll put Falcone away for life.
Is that a fact?
It's the reason I said yes to this unorthodox request.
Nice
Al
job
final sí
bringing
que me
in
debe todo un
Falcone.
favor.
Yeah, that son of a bitch better not get off again.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Renee Montoya. I just wanted to say, some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
Thanks, Sergeant.
Montoya, que te vas a meter en un gran lío, ya verás.
We're keeping Falcone in the infirmary. He's lucky he didn't get roughed up more. I could tell Batman wanted to kill him, but he held back. He cares about doing the right thing.
¿Y el ratón? Aquí.
Well, whoever he is behind that mask, I say Gotham's lucky to have him.
Yeah. It's great to know he's out there watching over the city.
All right, Falcone's inside. Say what you gotta say. We'll be out here.
¿Para adentro no o qué? Y deja de darme la chapilla. El chapas. Algo cómodo. Hijos de Arkham.
The hell? Bruce Wayne?
Sí.
You must have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me. Good thing I'll be out of here in a week. Just like every other time they tried to put me away.
We need to talk, Falcone.
You weren't so eager the last time we met. But then, I knew you'd come around. Especially after the press got their teeth into you. You're your father's son. Yeah, that's
Vamos a
right.
ser un cabrón con este.
Tommy and I were close.
Vamos a ayudarle en nada.
More than friends. More like cousins.
Until you sent Joe Chill to kill him.
Ah, so that's what this is really about, eh? The pup digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family. I thought you'd have figured that out by now. Hey, I tried to get through to your dense party. Maybe I should have spelled it out.
We are not family, Falcone. I'm nothing like you.
If you're anything like Thomas Wayne, then we're not so different. Your father, Hill, and me, we ran this city. Still do. God damn this pain. Can't think through it. Morphine's on the side there. Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh?
Como que no. Hacerle sufrir. Aliviar su dolor. Ahora, hacerle sufrir.
I am not here to take care of you. You deserve to suffer for what you've done.
Of course. You'd never know the truth. How much of your old man is it? Yet?
I need you alive, but only until I have answers.
Apple didn't fall far, did it? You got that Wayne seed. He loved you, you know. He did it all for you. He protected his own. But if you got on his bad side, your father was more ruthless than any of us. He had a switch, you know. Still, made us all rich, including you. Some people just have the mind for it. He was one of the most brilliant men I ever knew.
Until you hired an assassin to take him out.
What, you really think I ordered the hit? Sure, I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend.
¿Te imaginas que ha sido
Your
Alfred?
parents learned that.
¡Adiós!
They're waiting for you in hell.
Yala, está controladísima la tía esta. Sif E. ¡Bimba!
The bastard had to die.
Me quedé sin respuestas.
Hands in the air! Stand down! Get a doctor! Secure this floor! No one gets in or out! Go! Go!
Sí, lo vas a revivir un tiro en la cabeza. Siempre llora así.
We are in deep shit. I bought us some time, but not much. Word's gonna get out, sooner or later. Why would she do something like this? We had Gotham's biggest crime lord in our grasp.
I don't know. I hardly recognized her when she burst in. She was so different from the woman we met in the hall.
It's a disgrace. Another officer gone rogue.
It just doesn't make any sense. She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims. And now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains? Listen, we gotta get out in front of this. We gotta spin it as best we can.
Estamos
Issue a
jodidos.
statement
Ahora, ¿qué
saying we
hacemos?
have the shooter in custody. Details are still coming in, and we're investigating. The usual.
Someone planned this for a reason.
Even if that's true, the simple fact is she gunned him down in his hospital bed.
Lieutenant, Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Oh, Christ. I can delay them for a little while, but we still need answers.
Vamos a ayudar a Montoya.
Tell me if she says anything. I have to know why she did this.
Son buenas esas puertas, ¿eh?
Alfred, Falcone's been murdered.
Good God.
I'm looking into it, but I'll need access to the back computer for anything I find.
Connection secured.
Vale, estamos.
Alfred, I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine.
Vamos a investigation. Call of men. Ah, mira, mira. Cuello.
Fresh injection site. That doesn't look like blood.
Y aquí hay como llagas.
Her veins, still visible beneath her skin.
¿Qué más hay?
Alfred, I
pues ya
think I
está.
found the substance. Analyze and forward me the result.
Whoop.
Of course. I'll be in touch as soon as I have the results.
Where am I? Mr. Wayne? What's going on? Oh, but I got this awful feeling something terrible happened.
Sergeant, you have to think. What do you remember?
Oh, God. Falcone. I was hoping it wasn't real.
I believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
It would explain a lot. Listen,
Estás muy jodida.
you have to believe me. I talked big about hurting thugs like Falcone, but I would never, never betray the lieutenant. Everything is so foggy. I remember a sharp pain.
There's an injection site on your neck.
Then I just felt light, like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence. There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that. I had to, no matter what. The reasons why I should have,
Vamos a recordar
they were a
más.
million miles away.
You have to remember more, Montoya. Try.
I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
El pingüinillo.
Cobblepot said something similar.
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. How is she? Did she tell you anything?
Sí, vamos a contarle la verdad.
Hey, don't worry about that. Now,
I found evidence that she was drugged. A fresh injection site on her neck.
I was out of my mind, Lieutenant. Please believe me.
hey, I do. Of course I do.
Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
She remembers a voice saying something about revolution.
That's not much to go on.
Now, if you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Alfred, I gotta get back to the manor. I've got a lead on whoever's behind this.
Bruce!
Bueno, Vicky Vale, otra vez aquí. Siempre está Vicky Vale.
What are you doing here? My friends in the GCPD have been telling stories about some kind of lockdown?
Sorry, Vicky, I can't talk to the press.
Your lips are moving, words are coming out.
You know what I mean.
Word is there were shots fired near where Falcone was being held. Know anything about that? I mean, you must have been back there when it happened.
Didn't you hear me? I said no comment.
Don't be like that, Bruce. Talk to me. Word is you turned over enough dirt on Falcone to put him in Blackgate Prison for life. A day after he showed up at your house. And now you're here. You can't afford to be associated with another scandal. I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use. Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened. Just give me something to run with.
You're fishing. You don't have anything.
Y me lo pone en
You'll have to
inglés.
excuse me.
You should talk to me, Bruce. This is coming out whether you stonewall me or not.
Hay que ayudar a la sargento Montoya. Ahí no se deben haber roto los bajos del coche. En la bajada y de...
Either Cobblepot drugged Montoya himself or someone else is using his revolutionary rhetoric. Either way, I need to find him. Let's put our drones in the air and start a search. I'll run a trace on his cell. In the meantime, we have to find out what we can do about this drug.
The computer's been analyzing the chemicals from Montoya's bloodstream.
Throw that up on the monitor.
¿Cómo lo consigue con una puta cámara de móvil?
The residue I scanned on Montoya is similar to the nerve agent I found at the docks. Let's see what we got.
It's ironic that Falcone died at the hands of someone drugged with his chemicals. Who'd have guessed that's how he'd meet his maker? Prone in his sickbed, surrounded by police who were ordered to protect him.
¡Ah! No da tiempo. No, no puede
No one will
contestar.
miss him. You can be sure of that. I hope he told you something before he was killed.
Estaba mirando el móvil.
Let's just focus on the task at hand.
Fair enough, Master Bruce. But if you learned something about your parents' murder, I deserve to know.
It wasn't Falcone who called the hit.
Yes, well, I suppose that makes sense. Your father, Hill, and Falcone would have balanced each other out.
Computers pinpointed reference points on the two compounds.
Vale, ¿qué tengo que hacer? Muestra de los
The men
móviles.
at the docks were doused with the base chemicals. The reaction was messy. They were out of control.
Vale. Y ahora esto de Montoya.
This refined drug is like a weapon. It only took a small injection to strip Montoya of her moral filters and make her act on her base impulses.
Vale.
Both compounds seem stable, but they're quick to fall apart. Whoever processed it knew what they were doing.
What could the creators of such a drug possibly have in mind? Fighting your wars is one thing, but drugging others to fight them for you?
With this drug, they can exploit anyone's baser impulses, the things they would otherwise control.
Your drones are in position to triangulate Cobblepot's location.
Vamos a triangular. A ver, ¿dónde están mis drones? Con forma de murciélago. Vamos a ver este de aquí. El primero. Ah, tengo que moverme. Nada. Nada por aquí. Ah. Vamos a darle a...
Find her now! Send a strong message.
Allá tenemos uno. Vamos al siguiente dron.
Bring me her head.
Y sus garras. Venga, vamos bien, vamos bien. Vamos a triangular. Ah, no hay que hacerlo tan despacito. Creo que es aquí. Lo sabía.
There you go. You'll be alright. Alright.
Del triángulo. Todo está ahí. Confirmation.
Skyline Club. Jesus, didn't even wait for Falcone's body to get cold, did you, Oz?
Going to speak with him, Bruce?
Bruce Wayne already tried talking with Cobblepot.
Ahora le toca
It's
a
time he
Batmito.
met the Batman.
Bien, yo haría lo mismo. Si tiene un gigante. Tío, los dos dedos.
I know there's got to be more around here. The man probably had millions in his sock drawer alone. If Falcone finds out I helped you, he'll kill me. Your boss won't be doing much of anything. Ever again.
Ahí está, ya se ha metido dentro. Pues vamos a darle, ¿no? Caña al mono. Caña al monito.
You lot, come check out this office. Where is he? I don't know. Please. Names. Hey, you can help me.
¿Qué pasa ahí? ¿Qué pasa ahí? ¿Qué ha pasado?
Let him go.
Batman! It's about time. You kill a crime boss, you'd expect a word of thanks
Pues si
from
tiene un
the
zombie ahí, ¿no?
#1 vigilante. Oh, don't worry. Oh. Pass your gratitude on to those who made it happen.
I said let him go.
You hear that, Roland? That sounded like an order.
Espera, me pica la nariz.
I'll crush him. Now, have a little respect for the Bat. Think he underestimates you. Is this about Falcone? We all saw how you felt about Falcone. Pounded him into a pulp on live TV. If you were truly the defender of this city, you'd have finished the job yourself. Admit it, Falcone deserved to die. Vermin like Falcone, they deserve to be stomped out.
I don't kill my enemies.
Maybe that's why you got so many. Might be time to reconsider. As a show of good faith, I'm gonna let this one go. How's about we talk this through? We helped you with Falcone. Now, if we could just cut out the rest of the rot, like Wayne and Hill, ordinary folks might be able to breathe.
What is it about this place that attracts criminal scum like you? What does Bruce Wayne have to do with this?
Pretty Boy's got himself a fat bank account, thanks to his parents. Only problem is, they took that money from people that couldn't fight back. Here's the thing. I actually admire you, Batman. We both want the same kinds of things. Me and my people, we've got big plans for Gotham.
Qué grandes. Móvil.
They found Catwoman.
What do you want with her?
We had a deal. She didn't make good on it. So sorry this didn't work out, mate. I'd stay to watch. I would, but I still got a Catwoman problem to deal with.
¿Cómo se llamaba?
What's her name again?
Selina.
Yes!
Ah, saber el nombre.
Beautiful name.
Toma, hostia. ¡Bimba! Y... ¡Bimba! ¿Qué haces comiéndote ese ostión? Ha sido muy lento. ¡Ya! ¿Qué es esto? ¿Un zombie gigante? ¿Pero cómo te comes eso, Batmita? Espera. Vale, pensaba que tenía que apuntar. Vaya, ahí te arrancas el brazo seguro.
Alfred, track down Selina Kyle.
I'll find her right away.
Se parece el del Medieval. Lo del arpa. Vámonos. ¿Dónde está Selina?
Is that Bruce Wayne?
You really think he'd show up here?
¿Es Brooksy?
Did you hear?
¿Dónde es?
Cops raided his house.
¿Aquí?
Sorry, his manor.
You lost? Because I don't have time for tourists. Looks like you walked into the wrong bar.
Yeah, I'm looking for a woman.
You wouldn't be the first.
Selina Kyle, I'm told she practically lives here.
Selina, huh? You don't strike me as her type.
You'd be surprised.
Hey, don't I know you? It is you. Knew it. The cops take all your fancy clothes? Are you trying to lay low?
Placer conocerte.
Of course, you're not really the low-lying type.
Nice to meet you.
Frank. Yeah. Funny seeing you here. So much in the papers. Whole other thing, meeting the man in real life. You're shorter than I thought you would be.
Leave him alone, Frank. Man's just trying to have a quiet drink.
He didn't seem to mind the company. But whatever.
Bueno, pues Fran, hasta luego. ¿A qué quieres hacer? Selina.
Selina, I need to tell you something important.
Better be an apology. You were supposed to take care of our mutual problem. Instead, you just pissed him off.
Well, I've met a couple of his goons myself. Your client isn't one for subtlety. The man who hired you, his name is Oswald Cobblepot.
Never heard of him.
He goes by Penguin.
Penguin?
Hostia, ahí se ha acojonado.
You've got to be kidding me. You should have just killed me on that rooftop. I'm dead anyway. When you screw someone over, you really screw them. The Penguin.
Penguin can't take on both of us, and I'm not going anywhere. Clearly you know something about him.
I only know him by reputation. I'm surprised you never heard of him. He's a big deal across the pond. He's more dangerous than you think.
I grew up with Oz. He's the first real friend I ever had.
I'm not surprised. Questionable morals and a penchant for theatrics. You two have a lot in common. The question is, why Gotham? Why now? It's not like he's fighting for crime syndicates abroad.
He thinks he's changing the world for the better, no matter the cost.
Well, he's no Joan of Arc, that's for sure. Well, I'm not sticking around here to find out.
Oswald, Penguin is about to unleash God knows what on the city. You can't just leave.
A good reason not to be here when he does. You want to stay? That's your choice.
I need you, Selina.
That right?
If Penguin is as deadly as you say, I need all the help I can get.
Bruce, sweetie, the gallant knight thing, it really is adorable. But what would Harvey think? The two of us, working together. After all, I'm not really an all work and no play kind of girl. Harvey knows that.
I'm sorry, why are we talking about Harvey?
He's your friend, isn't he? Just seeing how much of a conscience you really have.
Me encanta este juego.
You and I...
Ahí está. Empieza la acción.
Don't wreck my bar.
Well, Bruce, you were right.
Selina Kyle, Penguin says hello.
Y ponen musiquita. Yo pensaba que me iba a poner porque Street Boy.
Beat it. We're here for her.
Soy Batman.
You care about your own skin?
Hala, a por culo ya. Uno menos. Putos amos, putos amos. Me recuerda claramente a mí. Que me jode el del Sif ese. Uy, ¿no te pares? Contra la vía. No me da joder la esta.
Not done yet.
¿Ya? ¿Otro más? ¿Cómo me jode, tío? El del Chief este, coño. Policía y no han tocado ninguno de los dos.
I think they want more.
Then let's give it to him.
Toda la nuca. A tomar viento.
You fight pretty good for such a pretty boy.
Ahí encontramos. Buscar el móvil.
Come on, this way.
Quick, check the alleyway!
You see anything?
Negative. Let's check the other side.
Are we alone?
Yeah, we're alone.
Ah, está buena, ¿eh? Aquí hay romance seguro. Batman siempre ha tenido un romance con Catwoman. Siempre.
Let's get out of here. I'll take the rooftops. You take the alley.
Wait. Just stay out of trouble.
Now, where's the fun in that? You shouldn't trust me, you know.
Voy a dejarlo ya.
Alfred, I'm uploading the contents of a smartphone to the back computer. Check to see if there's anything on the phone we can use.
Processing it now. Is everything all right? There are quite a few police cars convening on your location.
It's fine. Has the back computer found anything yet?
Bruce, there are a number of messages here. All from Mayor Hill.
Mayor Hill?
The last voicemail is his. Listen to this.
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same.
Hostia. Vamos a por el alcalde ahora, ¿no? ¿O qué?
This is very shady indeed. Whatever they're talking about, it doesn't sound good.
I should have guessed. Hill's working with Penguin. If Hill's talking to Penguin, he must know something. It's time I paid him a visit.
I agree. The mayor must have answers, but if I may offer a word of advice. People look up to Batman after how you handled Falcone. Terrorizing the mayor could damage that goodwill. Then again, Batman's methods would certainly get him talking immediately.
Voy como Batman.
Bruce would have to depend on his guile to loosen Hill's
O como
lips.
Bruce. ¿Batman o Bruce? Voy como... ¿Dice el alcalde como Bruce? O como Batmito. Claramente como Batman.
Going as Batman is the sure bet.
Que de donde robaron, ¿no? Aún no han arreglado los cristales. Claro.
Batman has the public trust after taking down Falcone. Try not to throw it away by going overboard on Hill.
I got it, Alfred. The city will thank me later if Hill tells me Penguin's plans.
Puto amo.
Deborah, you incompetent! Dent's up in the polls. I need to crucify him in the debate or we can kiss re-election and your job goodbye. You'd better be back here in the next 15 minutes or I'm cutting your pay. Who's there? Deborah? Deborah? Is that you?
It's just you and me, old man.
Cómo mola Batman, tío. Es el puto amo.
Batman? What are you doing here?
You know who Penguin is.
So I've heard of him. So what? I've got nothing to do with that lowlife. Do you hear me?
You think people will still vote for you when you've got no teeth left?
Vamos a ser crueles.
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same. Wayne, there's the real problem. He's the one you should be after. Every fiber of his being built on lies.
What does Penguin want with Bruce Wayne?
The atrocities that occurred at the hands of his father. He only wants to expose the Waynes for the criminals that they are.
Como que no, ¿eh?
Security! Pick up, goddammit! Security! Don't kill me!
¿Eres tan terrible como él? ¿Por qué acudió a ti?
I've done nothing wrong!
I want the truth, and I'll break every bone in your body to get it.
You're insane. Just like they say. A madman in a mask. Penguin wants revenge for what happened to his mother. Thomas Wayne sent her to Arkham, along with who knows how many other innocents. Nothing was wrong with any of them. Until Thomas locked them up.
Something this big couldn't have been hidden. There'd be records.
With enough money, you can make anything, or anyone, disappear. I didn't dare speak up. Whatever happened in the past, it's nothing compared to what's happening now. Penguin isn't the only child of Arkham. There are others whose families were destroyed by Wayne. They'll make Gotham pay for his sins.
Ven, vendrá por ti. Cuéntaselo a la policía. No se puede evitarlo.
You deserve whatever's coming for you.
If I hadn't given Penguin what he wanted, he would have struck at the debate tonight. I didn't just do this for myself. I'm trying to protect Gotham. Finally. About damn time.
It's Batman! Shoot him! Come on, get
Vamos
the
a
man
hacer.
out of here!
I heard everything, Master Bruce. What he said about your father, it must be difficult to process.
I need to know what went on in Arkham Asylum.
Yo también quiero un distorsionador de voz de hablar ahí como Batman. ¡Bimba, bimba!
Hill seems to think he's safe, but Penguin's still out there.
Sí, vuelo. Pues creo que lo vamos a dejar en 10 minutitos o ya. Y ya los haremos la segunda. O esta noche, a lo mejor. Mira. Vamos a ver qué hemos averiguado. El móvil.
I wonder what else is on here.
Pues vamos a ponerlo.
As per your request, Lieutenant Gordon has tripled security at the debate.
Thanks, Alfred.
But Gordon heard about Batman's surprise visit to the mayor. He was far from happy.
Thanks for the heads up.
¿Qué descubrimos aquí en el móvil?
It's a plan of the old Monarch Theater.
The auditorium where the debate's being held. I hacked into the image feeds from the security cameras at the auditorium.
Just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
Hills, details about your father. They must have been quite upsetting. I can't imagine how you must feel. To learn so much in so little time.
None of that matters now. The only thing that does is stopping Oz.
The city needs you now, more than ever. I'll leave you to it then.
No pasa nada, el frío. Vamos a ver las cámaras. Vamos a hacer esto y chapamos.
Wait a minute. The images on these cameras haven't changed. Something's wrong.
Penguin's men may have commandeered the cameras on their end. We could just be looking at
what they want us to see. Warn Gordon that he may have visitors. I have to get down there. Now. Now.
Nunca hay coches por la calle. Debe conducir así de prisa el cabrón. Harvey then.
Hey, Bruce. Man, I'm glad you called. I needed to talk to you, actually. Something's come up. Something that's... well, it's not exactly...
Harvey, listen to me. Your life is in danger.
Because of Penguin and his thugs? Thanks, but there is an army of security here. They have me in some back room until the debate begins. For my own protection, they said. A little bit of overkill, if you ask me.
It's not overkill, Harvey. It's a real...
Please. I need to get this off my chest. Look, Bruce. I didn't want to do this over the phone,
but teléfono gigante.
My advisors are telling me that I need to... that I need to distance myself from you. Until all this mess with your family blows over. They're afraid...
I get it, it's the smart move, but let's talk about that later.
I'm glad you see it that way. What with the allegations in the press, and now this mess with Falcone, you're a liability. But here's the thing, Bruce. Without your money, I am dead in the water.
Vamos a apoyarle.
I know this is a delicate topic, but I need you to keep me afloat. I may have to trash you in public, but you and me, we'll know the truth about our friendship.
No matter what, we need a new mayor. Hill needs to be removed.
I knew you'd see it that way. Listen, I hate to push you, but I need to know. Can I count on your money?
Claro que puedes contar con mi fucking dinero.
Whatever it takes to save
Estoy contigo,
Gotham,
Harvey. Soy tu colega.
that's what we wanted.
I'll always support you, Harvey.
Oh, thank you, Bruce. Thank you. You don't know how much this means to me. To Gotham. I'm sorry, Bruce. The makeup person is here. Guess she needs to put on my face. I hope you can still watch the debate somewhere. No matter what I have to say tonight, remember, you are always my friend.
Harvey!
Estás en peligrito, Harvey. Vamos a ver. En verdad es que quiero cortar, pero es que se pone emocionante, coño. Tengo que ir a hacer la comida y sacar la lavadora. Se pone emoción. Ahí está.
Yeah, all quiet so far.
I've got a feeling that's about to change.
Just so we're clear, you and me, we're on shaky ground.
Jim, listen.
No, listen to me. The excessive violence, it can't go on. Most of the GCPD already think you're a monster. Don't prove them right.
I'm sorry for putting you in a difficult spot, Jim. I value our working relationship.
So do I, Batman. That's why I need you to rein it in.
We have bigger things to worry about right now. Your security has been compromised.
I've got patrols on every door.
You better check on them.
I'd keep that holstered if I were you.
What's she doing here? She was part of that robbery at the mayor's office.
Really? You're gonna drag out that dead horse?
I think she's mending her ways.
Oh, he's right, Lieutenant. I don't do the bad things anymore.
Siempre tiene un compañero en los juegos. Es que en el segundo juego tiene un compañero que nos va a molar mucho. Es un puntazo, pero es una mierda.
That, incident in the bar. Dead is its own kind of cage. I can't stand being in it. Not that I needed your help or anything, but you had my back. I thought I'd repay the favor. You know, like you scratch my back, I cut some people up.
Doing the right thing. Maybe there's hope for you yet.
Don't read too much into it. I'm just allergic to owing you anything.
None of my men on the ground are responding.
Enough waiting. We're going in.
Alpha, do you read?
Now, aren't you glad I'm here?
You have a better shot than my SWAT team of getting in there quietly.
We are seriously underfunded at the GCPD.
Sounds like a vote for Dent, Lieutenant.
Vale, adentro.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our live debate for the next mayor of Gotham City. This is an important debate for these two candidates, incumbent Mayor Hamilton Hill and the challenger Gotham District Attorney Harvey Dent. And it's also for you, the citizens of Gotham, who will soon head to the polls to decide the future of your home, a city that's faced its share of hardships in recent years. Rising crime rates, income inequality, yes, a mass vigilante loose on our streets. Candidates will tackle it all.
¡Pimba! Y Catwoman. Vale, aquí viene mi dron. Se los han matado a todos, joder puta.
At least we know why they weren't responding.
Gordon, we found one of your patrols. They've been terminated.
Que se van a quedar sin policía, no paran de morir.
Ladies and gents, as you might have guessed, there's been a change to tonight's program. First order of business, firing the moderator.
I hate to be a downer, but these hostages, I don't like their chances.
They just didn't have a head.
No muere nadie más.
If we're quick and decisive, no one else has to die.
If you say so. But Penguin's playing for keeps.
Fanatics always do.
Otra vez Vicky Bale. Aquí pasa algo.
Get out of here. Keep it quiet back there.
These guys are armed to the teeth.
Está el zombie gigante ese.
We need a new moderator.
Come on, you.
You there? Yes. You. Thank you for volunteering.
Please, no.
Go on, then. Introduce the candidates. Stage fright, huh? All right, I'll get you started, but this is your show.
3 hostiles. Gotta take them out quietly.
Vale, está subido arriba. Y con el dron... A ver, examinar el matón. Vincular. Con... esto. Y... ¡bimba! Vale, este matón. Examinar. Mesa. Con la puerta. Sí, hacemos una entrada espectacular. Y entrada espectacular para adentro. ¡Simba! Y falta este matón. La cámara no, que la podemos romper. ¿La tele? Ah, con la tele. No quiero romperla. Bueno, la tele la vamos a romper, pero la tele es más barata que una cámara. Hola. ¡Pimba! ¿Qué? Hostia. ¿Qué haces tú? Toma por culo.
Maybe next time.
Keep your heads down. Make for the police line.
A huir.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
My townsfolk, brothers and sisters of Gotham, you have nothing to fear. We are the children of Arkham. We are here to end the masquerade and expose the corruption at root in your city. For too long, men like your esteemed mayor have profited from the pain of innocence.
This is spiraling out of control. They have no idea about the man behind the mask.
Whoever it is, they're smart. Let someone else get their hands dirty.
Look into the hearts of these spineless creatures. Chosen to
Go on, love. You know what to do.
No, no se lo clave. Creo que son drogas. No, Harvey no. Que se va a volver loco. Dos caras, tío. Por eso se vuelve dos caras, tío. Por la locura que le da eso.
Tell them what you really think about the city you pretend to love.
Everybody in Gotham saw that moderator get shot on live TV. What's going on in there?
First off, we should incinerate the pool.
Se está volviendo loco. Joder. Los tubos de ventilación que son gigantes siempre en Estados Unidos. Ahora para adentro. Ah, no. Pensaba que sí. Vale. Tira para adelante. Vamos. Ese se está yendo.
Roll the tape.
Oh, ese es Thomas Wayne.
Dad.
I thought your father was dead.
Subject 9, Esther Cobblepot. You've been declared
Ah, la madre.
insane.
El alcalde también está ahí.
Indefinitely as a ward of the state.
Please, I'll sell you the land. Please don't do this.
You had your chance. You should have made the deal we offered you.
Ah, para comprar las tierras.
Give her the drug.
Thomas, we're friends. Our boys play together.
You were warned, Esther. You know I always get what I want. Commence the procedure. Give her a dose she won't come back from.
Hostia puta. La vuelven loca, tío.
Now you know. Now you will see.
Tía, pero Bruce no tiene nada que ver, coño.
Batman! You certainly know how to make an entrance.
Ahí está. Ah, por eso le deja ciego. ¿Te ha clavado en el ojo? ¡No! Que os cuesta una pasta, tío. ¡Toma! Pero, que no lo veía, tío. Tío, coño, no me lo han enseñado. ¿Qué botón era?
I took out Thomas Wayne. That was all him. He didn't know when to stop. I had him killed because of
Ah,
it.
con que fue él. El alcalde.
That won't bring back my poor old mum. So this is for her.
Ah, sí, sí, se lo clavo en el ojo.
Kill anyone else!
Puto amo, Harvey. ¡Oh!
Your turn, Dent.
Hala, adiós, alcalde. Electrocutado.
Where's your mate, Bruce Wayne? Your biggest supporter, and he didn't even turn up.
¡A tu vela!
Batman! The revolution's already started! It's too late to join!
Let Dent go.
And what if I don't?
I'll crush every bone in your body.
I knew you'd say something like that.
¡No! Decisión, esto me toca los cojones. A ver, mola porque lo hace más épico. Lleva la musiquita. Ayuda a Selina, ayuda a Selina, tío. Que nos ayuda. Adiós, Harvey. Con cara. Me disparan a mí también. Pero yo creo que esto tenía que ocurrir sí o sí. Porque es dos caras.
We need paramedics over here now.
Y ya tenemos una muestra del arma. El pingüinito. Y aquí lo dejamos, que llevamos 1 hora y 8. No quiero que los vídeos sean muy largos.
City Hall is in chaos after Mayor Hamilton.
Vamos a dejar aquí. Bueno, gente, lo dejamos. Esta noche, más vídeos. Hasta luego.